Hello everyone, my name is Priyanshu and today I will be explaining selection sort. So the core logic of the selection sort is one statement. That statement is find the minimum and swap. Find the minimum and swap. So I will be explaining through this image. So here we can see this is a there is a there is an array, and we can see there are different elements in the array, and what we have to do is to sort this array with the help of selection sort. So what we will be doing here, we have to keep in mind the statement find the minimum and swap. Okay, so let's say our pointer is at 0th index. So the pointer, the index which we are standing at, is marked with orange. Now what we have to do, we are at 0th index. Now from the 0th index to the up to the end, what we have to do is to find the minimum, and we can see the minimum element which we have find is 13. Okay, so here we can see it is also written 13 is the smallest. So now what we will do, we have to just swap this. Okay, so now after swapping 29 and 13, we can see in the next step, we can see that 13 is at is correct position. So we can see that our 0th index is sorted. Okay, I mean 0th index is fixed. So similarly we will keep increasing our I pointer up to the last second index, uh, because there is no need to go and perform the same thing at the last index, because last index will be automatically fixed. Let's go through the dry run. So our pointer is now at 1th index, that is 72. It is marked as orange. Okay, now from this standing index to the last index, we have to find the minimum. So we will iterate using a for loop. So we are iterating. Now we can see what is the minimum. 29 is the minimum. So now what we will do after finding the minimum, now we will swap. So we have to keep in mind the statement find the minimum and swap. So 29 is swapped by 72. Now we can see that our first index is also fixed. I mean it's also sorted. So in the third, when our pointer is at 98, it's marked as orange. Now if we find the minimum, it is 36. The minimum is marked with blue color. Okay, so 36 is the smallest. It's also written also. So we will swap it. Now similarly we will go through up to the last second index. So we will say here 87. Let's say we are at 87. Now from here we will check the minimum element till the last index. So we have seen 72 is the minimum, so we will swap it. Now 87 and 98. Now when we are standing at 87, we don't have to check for the uh, I mean we can check here also. So now we can see we have to just go to last second index. Now we are standing at 87, we will perform a check. Okay, now from 87 up to the last index, we can see the minimum is only 87. So we swap 87 by 87, it's the same thing. Now we don't need to go at the very last index, because after going to the last second index and performing the this operation, that finding the minimum and swap, we can see that our last index is already sorted. We can see here 98 is already sorted. So now we can see our whole array is sorted. So the main logic of this selection sort was to find the minimum and swap. The main logic was to start the I pointer from 0 and go up to the last second index, and standing at this index, go from inside, uh, starting from the inside for loop, go from the current standing index to the last index, finding the minimum element, and after finding the minimum element we just swap it. This way we can sort our entire array. So let's go for the implementation part. Here I'm using GFG portal. So we can see here is a function selection sort. So we are given array as an input. So what we will do, first of all we will run an array starting from the 0th index up to the last second index, because going up to the last second index will automatically sort the last index. Okay, now what we will do, let's now what we have to do, we have to find the minimum index. So now what we can do, we can create a variable named as mini index, and we can mark it as let's say current index. What's the problem? Now what we will do, starting from the current index we have to go to the last one, that is n minus 1, and sorry it's j, I have to correct it. Okay, it's j. Now we have, if we have to find the minimum. So if we find any element array of j which is less than our minimum element, mini index element, now we have to update our mini index. Okay, so mini index will be updated, and mini index will be updated as with j. Now after coming out from this for loop, we have to just swap the array of ith element with the array of mini index element. This way we can see our whole array will be sorted. Okay, now we don't have to return anything, so I think let's checking it again. Okay, this is a for loop going from 0 to n minus 2, and here we have declared a mini index named as I. Now inside for loop goes from the current standing index to the last index, and if we find any element which is less than the mini index element of the mini index, we will update the mini index as j, and after finding the minimum element, what we will do, just swap. Okay, so after coming the outer loop, we can see how our array will be sorted. So let's compile and run. Let's see if we are able to all the test cases. We are able to pass all the test cases. Let's submit it, and test cases processed. Okay, it's running. Let's check whether we are able to pass all the test cases or not. Compilation error. What's the problem? What's the problem? Okay, we haven't declared n. N is the size of the array. How can we forget it? Now if we compile and run, we can see our problem is solved successfully. If I talk about the time complexity, we can see here a for loop is going from 0 to n minus 2, which can be considered as O of n. Okay, and the inside for loop, this can be considered as also O of n max in the worst case. And we are not using any extra space, so space complexity we can say is big O of 1, and the time complexity we are using 2 for loops, so we can see it's big O of n square. Okay, so, and if I tell you one thing more about this, it's an unstable sorting algorithm. So there are many uh, this is a controversial question, so it's not, I don't know, but many times I have seen there that some people say it's a stable algorithm also. Stable means that relative order is maintained, but some people say that it's unstable, some people say that it's unstable. But on where I have read on GFG portal, if we see on GFG about the is selection sort stable, we see that is said to be stable if two objects with equal to same keys appear in the same order. So in this selection sort, we can see it's written somewhere, it was written also. It's written also here, we can see no, selection sort is not stable as it may change the relative order, but it can become stable if we use the stability code like they did here. So you can read this article also, how to make selection sort as, which is unstable algorithm, how to make the selection sort algorithm stable. You can read this GFG portal. So this was all about selection sort. Thank you.